All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Are you looking for a high-quality beach and sand scoop? Are you trying to take your hunting to the extreme? How about an American-based company that stands behind their product and everything they sell? Then check out our friends over at Extreme Scoops. John has been making scoops for some time now and makes a quality beach and sand scoop to take your hunting to the next level. Extreme Scoops recently released their new sand shredder that works great in the water and on the beach. And if you're a new Equinox user, you may want to check out his Surfmaster X3 that can trap those small targets you new Equinox users are finding out there. Extreme Scoop's company approach is let's do it right. So do it right, buy it once, and go to the extreme. Extremescoops.com. That's XTREME scoops.com.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll take a great deal for you.
Eye patch and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right. Man, isn't this just a hot mess tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. We're in there, I think. We're just having all sorts of issues tonight. But that does answer one of my questions, which
What's
was,
that?
gee, do Mac users get updates nearly as often as Windows users do? Apparently they do. Because
Well-
for those that are watching tonight, we're trying to overcome all sorts of things.
Yes, we are. Now, you can hear me all right, right?
Yeah, I can hear you, and the listeners should be able to.
Well, good.
So we'll see if anybody sounds off in the chat that they can't hear you, or that they can only hear me, or they can hear us both, or I don't know. Things have gotten a little wonky tonight. Robert Dix says he can hear us just fine. Good. Everything sounds good, says Tom Burt Kingery. Well, as you can see, tonight we are both clearly disembodied voices.
You got it. I've got.
He's got something. That's all I know. Actually, what he's got is he's been keeping me on my toes here, because he keeps dropping out or something. I'm not sure what the deal is there. But hey, weather updates, all of that sort of stuff. He was there, and then he was gone, and now he's back again, and now he's gone again. Oh, this is something else. And this was not planned at all, folks. Apparently, those that use Windows and those that use Mac have gotten hit with updates. Chuck had his update today, and it has removed his camera, and it seems like it keeps playing some pretty hokey tricks with his system, because he's dropping in and out from time to time. I keep having to add him back in. But I'm pushing up against a Windows update too. So
It's nothing but IT. And I don't know what
it looks like we've got you back.
Yeah, I'm back now for voice, but no camera, which is fun.
Yeah.
Well, we lived without it that long. We'll figure it out. Janet says she can hear us both. Maybe I left for vacation early. Yes, I would like to. Ron contacted me today. Needs a piece of equipment brought down to him when I go down. And wore out his MI6 pinpointer tip and wore through it. And that one died on him. So I got to take him a pinpointer when I go down. And the cost isn't going to be bad. It's the shipping fee that's going to
say. It sounds to me like you need to take him a pinpointer.
Yeah, I'm gonna. But the shipping fee is going to be killer. Let me tell you.
Right, you can tell him. Well, the pinpointer's $119 or whatever. The shipping is $600.
Oh, I was thinking more like 1,000.
Oh, there you go.
So,
yeah. Tell him you can't get better in the field customer service. I'm bringing it to you and hand delivering it.
In Aruba. There you go.
Right.
So, we're liking it.
Right. That's the way it goes. And we've also, tonight, we're casting on YouTube, Detect America, and rather than casting on the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, we're casting to the Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook page, just to see if it's a little easier for some people to find on Facebook, because in the groups that are private, you have to be a member to be able to access it, where over on the Beyond Sight and Sound page, anybody can access it. just like anybody can access it over here on YouTube.
Right. So
Okay.
yeah, and I haven't switched. I was going to switch over to Facebook and see if the camera came on, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. We may have to do some looking into that. I'm not sure why that's doing that.
Well,
to
if you
It
lose
must have
me
done
here,
something with your update.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. If you lose me, because I went over to Facebook, I'm going to try this. I'll get back on that. That link is still live, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is. So we'll see where he wanders off to this time, or where he pops up at. I don't know. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland or something. He's down the rabbit hole, and who knows where he's going to show up. I don't know. So while he's playing around with that, don't forget, folks, the contest for the Copper Meg is still running. You have to go back to the last stream. I believe it was called 11724. Let's test the stream. And you'll be able to leave your comment there of I want the Copper Meg and get yourself into the running. That will run pretty much, I think, about another week. Yeah, I think about another week. And then we'll be able to announce that winner. And, just like that, he's back. Still disembodied, but he's back.
Yep, that's all right. I switched over and I had
That's
no
all right,
link.
though. I wouldn't.
We're fine with just talking.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't be the least bit concerned with it. I mean, they can't see me either, so.
We'll live with it till we figure it out.
But
someday.
boy, I've been busy.
Have you?
Right. I've been busy trying to deal with all that snow you sent me, and then you said you were sending more snow, and now it looks like you're sending rain instead. It's just been one thing after another. And then along the way, I've been busy trying to procure some small little prizes for the show. We'll wait and see. Unfortunately, I'm not able to say much more about those because I'm still waiting to see what I've gotten a hold of. Some estate finds.
Oh yeah? What'd you find?
Just some little knick-knack sort of stuff. There may be a couple of copper rounds in there. A couple of the 24 karat gold plated statehood quarters.
Oh, cool.
Couple of silver quarters, maybe. A token or two. Just little bit of an eclectic mix. Even some vintage postcards and a train ticket from 1918.
Was it used or
Just
the train ticket?
That's a good question. I'm not real sure. Yeah, I'm not real sure. I believe it was.
Punched.
I don't know. Said I believe it was dated December 31st, 1918.
Wow.
From Chicago, I believe. So it's a little different.
Wasn't that the great Spanish flu epidemic year?
It was right around there, but I'm pretty sure it's no longer contagious.
There you go. No, I wasn't worried about that. We got quite the crowd
Right.
rolling in. Hello, John Ramoska.
Yeah, I mean, there's John. We got John in and Barb and and
Yeah.
Bordners and
Frank
Tam
is in
and
the house.
Ohio Relic Hunter and
Hey, Barb.
yeah, Ian's in there.
I must be drinking. No, I haven't
Yep.
started yet, but this is the kind of stuff that makes you drink.
Right, yeah, it could drive a person to it. Mike Lockomet's in. He won himself another prize the other night.
What's up, Barbie? So, take care of that bub. Watch it. Watch that guy. Look pretty good getting around there.
Yeah, that's great
Yeah.
to see too. Actually, he's getting around good, and I'm sure he'll take it. He's not going to complain. He's probably glad to be able to get around as much as he does right now.
Yep.
That means in no time at all he'll be maybe an even bigger pain for Barb. Because now she'll have to start chasing him. And I believe we've got, looks like we've got Frank in the house too. Detective America was actually live earlier today. I don't know. It was cold and Frank needed a break from building ugly boxes or something.
Something.
Definitely.
He better keep up
But
on
they
those
were
boxes.
on. Yeah, especially this time of the year, and especially if you're up here in the Midwest where you don't know what sort of weather's coming. It can't make up its mind.
Right.
I'm actually bite my tongue, but I'm kind of hoping the forecast changes back to snow. Because with all that snow and ice on the ground right now, I'd much rather deal with more snow than I would rain. I don't want that rain melting that stuff off, and then it's got nowhere to go but into everybody's basements and crawl spaces.
Right.
Because unfortunately, around here, I don't know what the deal is, but if you call the fire department because your basement's flooding, they just say, "Well, it sucks to be you."
Well, we have actually, during some of the floods, went in flooded basements. Just the opposite, believe it or not. So the pressure didn't get too great on the outside and collapse it.
Oh my!
Put the pump in the window. They got everything out.
Wow.
Start her up.
Well, and that works out great as long as they're able to take everything out.
Yeah, there's a certain group of them down on the low end of town there, and they've dealt with this forever, and they'll call up, "Can we borrow one of your pumps?" Sure. Drop it down there. They fire it up, and they flood the basement. Because the external pressure of the water coming in, again, that will collapse walls.
Yeah, that's true. You do make a good point.
Seen it.
So
Okay,
they just kind of open it up and say, "Hey, the pool's open."
Got a question. What did you just do a second ago? It went back. Yeah, it looked like my camera came on, went off real quick, and then came full screen again here on the site. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
All I did was change the frame, basically, but it didn't seem to do any good on my end. You were still disembodied.
I was still disembodied. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out along the way. As long as everybody can hear us good, and it sounds like they can.
Right.
And
That's
you've got good sound quality.
That's the way it goes sometimes. Well, I try to anyway. Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. I don't know. Technology, when the updates come in, that's when the gremlins show up.
And the gremlins are here.
But that's the way it goes. Oh yeah, they are. They are definitely here. Like I said, you had your update. You've lost your camera. I'm pushing the update back because it's wanting me to update, but there's no way I'm going to try to run an update while we're trying to do a stream. That ain't happening. That's kind of like when they tell you not to hit that red button and you wait for them to walk away and push it anyway.
Yeah.
See what happens. I don't know. So I was not prepared for these little snafus.
Yeah.
But those will work themselves out in time, I'm sure. I imagine by the next stream it should be fine, hopefully.
Right. We'll work it out.
Yeah, it should. I mean, they've suffered through worse in the past, so it shouldn't be a real big issue for them.
Well, Barb was saying it looked like they were getting snow down there. I wonder if they got very much.
Huh. Well then.
That was she
I
did.
mean, no snow.
Right.
Yeah, no snow for us. Of course, the snow that we did get the other day, I was finally able to get one of the snow blowers out and see if it would function.
Did it?
So that was a plus. That's to do just fine. Yeah. I don't know how happy the city is with me because every time they'd send the plow through, I'd get the snow blower out and chuck it right back out into the street or the alley. But that's all right, throw it back out there and they can shove it further down the street.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the way it goes anyway. And it looks like, I think Shannon's saying that they're supposed to get ice tomorrow.
Oh boy. That's what we're supposed to be seeing, but most of it's going to ride south toward you, Shannon. That's what they're saying. The weather warriors are saying it's going south of me, so let's see what happens.
Are they calling for any considerable accumulation or anything? Any considerable amount of rainfall?
Some reason.
There we go. Well, I think we've got him back again.
Yeah.
There
back.
He is. Yeah, we've got.
No, they're talking 1/10 of an inch ice here. But
are they calling for any sort of considerable accumulation or any?
Not tomorrow. The next day could be pretty dicey, the way it sounds. Tuesday, Wednesday. So the problem with it is the ground was cold. We get a lot of rain. It'll refreeze at night, and we got a mess.
Yeah, exactly. Bridges, overpasses, underpasses, irregular roads, especially once the sun goes down, temperature starts to drop, everything gets slick, everyone forgets how to drive. Or you could be like our area. For yesterday was a strange day for emergency calls. First off, we heard them drop tones in the afternoon for 4 people stuck in an elevator of a church in a local town that they were stuck on the 3rd floor. We didn't even know the church had an elevator or a 3rd floor. So they weren't very happy, I imagine. I mean, when you're stuck in an elevator elevator, it doesn't matter how long it takes emergency personnel to get there. It feels like it was forever, probably. And I'm sure that as soon as everyone found out that they were stuck in the elevator, that's when somebody had to have a restroom right away. That's just the way it goes. And then last night, there was a call for an accident with personal injury. Apparently the pigs were loose and they hit one.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. And there was one transported. I don't know if that was the driver or the pig.
Hog roast at the emergency room.
Right, yeah. Anybody looking for free bacon?
Wow. No, at the past few days it's been quiet.
So yeah,
for
odd night
ambulance
emergency calls.
So it's been good. We like it when it's quiet. Nobody's having a problem. We don't wish any problems on anybody. But it seems to me that it comes in streaks, and we'll just all of a sudden they'll be banging tones out for us for like 5 straight days, 2, 3, 4 a day, and then it quits. And all of a sudden it picks up again. So we'll see what this brings us.
Yeah, right.
Michael saying down there, the lizards are dropping out of the trees again.
Oh, yeah, I know Frank was saying it was cold there today.
Frank, you want me to mail you a couple emergency oak logs down?
Right.
Do that.
Yeah, there you go. I can probably throw a box together for him if he needs a little emergency firewood.
We've got Mike McGee asking us a question. Where are you from, Josh? And then where am I from? Go ahead, tell him.
Oh, well, for me, I'm up here on the frozen tundra, a.k.a. northwestern Ohio. Actually, we're 6 or 8 blocks off of the shores of a big mud puddle called Grand Lake. It was actually the world's largest man-made reservoir at one point in time. It was hand dug before the Civil War. So it's we've got a fair amount of history, and bodies of water always attract people. It was designed to be a feeder for the Miami Erie Canal, and it also hosted 2 amusement parks in its days. So it's an interesting place when the weather's nice and you can be out and enjoy the mud puddle. We have problems with the algae blooms, and our water hunting season is very short anymore because of the neurotoxins with the algae. So that's that. I'd say that pretty much sums it up for me. And Chuck's up there in northwestern Illinois.
Yeah, I'm up in Illinois. I'm up in the northern corner, about 65 miles from the Wisconsin border. And we get the downdraft out of Wisconsin, Minnesota. So we have pretty rough winters here. And I'm right on the banks of the muddy Mississippi River. I mean, literally right on the bank of it. So
yeah. The river's like, what, 300 feet out your back door?
How about more like 60? And down about 24 feet, 25. So that's where we're at. And Frank, you don't have to burn your kitchen table. So that's what he said he's doing right now, burning his kitchen table. So anyway,
that's going to cut down Ugly Box.
And John Ramoska asked me my thoughts on the score and the double score. I have not had one in my hands, John, to work with. And my thoughts on why, I don't know what to tell you, and I'll leave it at that. Why is there a score and double score? So we'll get into that as we get a little closer to nice weather.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it could just be like we've seen in the past, distribution, uh, you know, trying to get everything up and running, getting the units out to the distributors and then to the dealers and the end users. I've so far, what little bit I've heard some decent things about the score and the double score, but we'll, time will tell. We'll have to wait and see how they fall into the lineup once everyone is out in the field with them and, you know, give the machine some time to kind of prove itself.
Right. And I don't have enough reports from people. I don't have any usage time on my own with it. So
Right.
we'll give you that report, buddy, when we get some time on it.
Right. Now, on the other hand, their AccuPoint pen pointer, that I'm still hearing very good
I like it.
things about it. That's a good pinpointer.
And yeah, Frank,
that is
there to compete with the Vanquish and the Xterra. Well, okay, it's a mid-range unit. I agree with you. I just didn't put it that way. And you're right, Frank. And that's the way it goes.
Well, from what I've seen, it's not there to compete with the Voyager.
No. And John Ramoska agrees with it.
I don't know.
Nice, that AccuPoint.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what the deal was with that. I'm not sure what Mind Lab was thinking with that Voyager. That's what do you do? It's the way it is.
Yep.
Just the way it is. And speaking of John, we should, I don't know, maybe sometime in April, we'll probably be getting him and Alan back on because they've got some announcements to make somewhere around then, I think.
Yeah. In fact, I talked to Alan a couple times today. We got a lot of things set up for Alaska, and he's all booked in and flights and everything, and we got rooms set up and talking with all the guys that are going. So had a good chat with him.
Nice. Good. And the group's all rounded out now then, right? All the slots are filled for Alaska?
We've got one guy that is in. We're waiting to hear he's got a shoulder problem. They may have him fixed up and able to go. We don't know yet.
Oh, well, hopefully they can, get him straightened out so he's still able to go. I don't know. I mean, anymore, some of these issues people are having, they run you right through the hospital like a regular line.
Right. Dennis, yes, we book flights. I can send you the itinerary and get in there and book them too if that's what you want. We're going up a day early. We're going up on the 17th. Spend night at 17th and 18th there, and then fly on. That's Anchorage, and fly on up to Nome.
Oh yeah, can't leave Dennis behind.
Nope. And I was going to send a mass email out, and I got it put together, and
it got a Mac update.
Yep, my Mac update started, and and that was at 8 a.m. this morning, and it got done about 3:30 this afternoon, 3:45.
Oh, good Lord. Yep. That's why I'm not even attempting an update right now. I'll wait until after we're done.
Oh, yeah.
I have found out that if you happen to let an update run while you're right in the middle of things like this, it tends to wreak some serious side effects to audio after the fact. And then I have to run around and chase down issues. That's the way it is. So that's the way it happens.
What do I have? AOL dial-up? No. I have Frontier, and that is a hard line, but it's ancient. And I'm waiting for the one to get wired in, which will come this spring, and that's new, and that'll take care of those problems.
Right. Yeah, and he says it is
6-hour upload. But that's a total redo of the whole iOS thing.
Wow.
That's why my camera, I'm sure.
Right. Yeah, it's still floating around somewhere in limbo waiting to be installed or something.
I've got to go back through this stuff. And
yeah, you might not get that until tomorrow.
Yeah, I may not.
It's hard to say. That makes it just about worse than the internet on the mountain there for Barb.
Yep. Barb and I are out in the country. That's all there is to it.
Of course, we're not sure. Go ahead.
I'm lucky to have phone service, for God's sakes, and that's even including the internet. Cell phone service. I mean, I've been talking to you, and it just drops out. I can't even call you back. Says I'm not registered on the system.
Right. Yeah, not good at all.
Things are changing. And they're coming through. They got the boring done under the canal at the nuke plant and hooked that wiring up. And the wires are run to all the houses along here for Strata. And that will take a lot of it out. And then I can get rid of Dish Network and switch to some of the others and have a good hard line on internet. But I still have issues with cell phones.
Right. Some of that, though, is just the environment.
Yep.
And that can't be helped.
No,
that's
sir.
All right, though. I expect you're going to be very happy when you get that internet changed over.
Yeah, my camera might even work.
Right?
And this is only a 2-year-old iMac. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just what they updated and it changed things. I got to figure out how to put it back.
Right. Yeah, sometimes that's the most frustrating part of all of this.
Yep.
That's, I believe it's a good possibility. I may take some time next week to report, change the porting on all the audio to kind of polish up things a little bit here. I don't know, though. This is the time of year that most people are busy preparing, getting things ready for their tax returns and stuff like that. And here I am going, good Lord, our property taxes went up by $250. Our homeowner's insurance went up by $800. That means the mortgage is going to go up. Good grief.
Yep.
What do you do, though?
You almost got me saying thank you, Democrats and Joe Biden, but I won't say that, right?
I didn't hear that.
No. I've had one guy tell me, not all Democrats are bad. No, I didn't say Democrats are bad. Not a bit.
Right.
I'm just saying the ones that are in power are not doing us any good.
Well, that's what we have to deal with, unfortunately.
Yep.
At least for a little longer.
Yep.
And then we'll see what happens from there. You never know. I'm just glad with everything else going on, Ohio hasn't come up with the idea of view tax.
There you go. John Ramoska, you're right. Tell the government I identify as an illegal.
Oh boy, there went the ratings.
Yep. It's hurting people. That's what's wrong. It's hurting people.
Yeah, it's hurting all sorts of people, but they at least
Wow, Tom.
They at least get to they find some entertainment on Facebook from time to time with all of it, though. I know Barb's all the time sharing things on her timeline about different things that may or may not get her put into timeout.
I think Barb's done pretty well lately. She hadn't been in timeout.
She has. She's done very well. I think that's because she's been staying busy.
Yeah, Bub's got her working hard.
Right. Yeah, I think that's about the only reason why she hasn't found herself in timeout.
Yeah.
That is the way it goes, though. So, when do you leave for Aruba?
10th of February.
Ah.
Yeah, just a couple weeks. So.
And you're going to be there about 2 weeks then.
Yeah. Well, there's no about 2 weeks. I'm going to be there every minute I can.
Go on, I'm going to be there at least 2 weeks.
There you go. Lord willing.
Yeah. Yep, got to sometimes. It'll be a nice reprieve from what we're dealing with here. It will definitely be a nice reprieve.
Yeah, and we got good Wi-Fi at the house. I'll try and get on one night, just give you a report on what's going on. Ronnie's been nailing it down there. He's doing good.
Oh, yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing very well.
But when we get down there, I get out and they detect. I mean, I out there early in the morning, so on and so forth, and then it starts getting warm in the afternoon. You kind of slack off. You go back and that kind of stuff. And I take Jill out and around, and we go do stuff. And then the next morning, we're up and out doing it. But I'm not one to go out. Okay, we just ate supper. Let's go out for another 2.5, 3 hours. No, let's kick back and enjoy that we ate supper, have a toddy, and relax.
Right. We just ate supper. I got a full belly. I'm just going to relax.
That's right. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
That's what you've got to do.
We're on the beaches, man. Just a little bit.
Right?
Yep.
Yep. You can look outside and know that that's not snow you're seeing.
Wow.
That's a good thing.
On Facebook, Tom Davis is writing about how they getting rent and this kind of stuff so they can get a place. And you can't find, I think this is in Canada even, a 2-bedroom apartment set up for under $2,500 a month up there.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
No.
Not at all. I want to say a couple of weeks ago, we saw that there was one coming on the market to be available to rent. Not necessarily one of the grandest areas of town. And I want to say that was 3-bed, 2-bath maybe for $1,650 a month, I think.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Yes. And he
they
says
say
housing crisis, and they're getting 20 to 40 applicants.
Oh, yeah.
So the landlord they're requiring a 3X rule. In other words, 3 times your income. So 3X rent before your application is considered. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, especially this past year and even the year before, for those that, have property that they're selling, it's a seller's market. You can put it up on the market,
Done.
and chances are good you're going to get more than you're asking for it and sell it right away.
Right. And then
And they
Michael.
say that that's one of the reasons our property taxes went up.
Right. Hey, Michael. They've actually got their own brewery in Aruba. A couple of them. He's asking if I had beer airlifted. I don't need to have that. You go down, you walk the beach, and there's little palapas there that, you need a beer, you can get one, or any other adult beverage.
Yeah, I imagine you've got many different options as you walk along the beach.
Yes, you do.
Of course, there again, I'm not seeing a downside.
No, there's no downside.
No.
And that's
No,
one of the places, Josh, I've metal detected in the pouring rain, and the rain was warm.
Yeah, that doesn't happen too often around here. Not at all.
Nope. So, well, buddy, I'll tell you what. I'm going to back out, let you run with it. I've got a couple. Actually, I've got dessert, blueberry cobbler waiting upstairs. So I'm going to go have a little bite of dessert, cup of coffee. Everybody be safe out there. Let's hope this ice storm, Shannon and Phil, doesn't materialize into something nasty.
Yeah, I
And
think
I'll
that's
get
what
out of
she
here,
meant was they
and
had ice coming.
hopefully by Wednesday. Hopefully by Wednesday we'll be testing the camera turned on.
There you go. We'll give it a shot anyway. We'll see what happens.
Because I click on the photo thing, the camera comes right on. I see myself. Do this, and it says start camera. It's got a red camera with a slash through it, and I can't get it to do anything beyond that. It's either the live stream isn't working. I don't know. Kind of different. So I'll be working through that.
Well, I don't know. Maybe next time it will work. All right. Well, you enjoy that dessert.
Yeah, and everybody have a safe week. Be careful if you got to drive somewhere.
All right. We'll see you, Chuck.
See you, buddy. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
See you. Yeah, at least earlier, I do believe that's what Shannon meant, was that they had ice coming tomorrow. Either that or she's fixing to have a very large margarita. I'm not sure which. Maybe both. I don't know. Either way, the beauty of technology. When it works, it's great. When it doesn't, oh my Lord, it's something else. Also, while I'm thinking about it, Wednesday, I know I had mentioned it on the group, but I had not mentioned it in the show. And Audra was actually on here for a few minutes. So happy late birthday to Audra from Jersey History Hunters. I may have to drop into their stream and check them out Tuesday. Yeah. We'll have to see what happens. For everyone else, obviously, do not forget the Copper Meg giveaway is still running. You can get yourself entered by going back to the 1/17/24 Let's Test the Stream video under the live streams and comment, I want the Copper Meg, to get yourself in the running. And Mike, if you have any issues with commenting, just let me know. We'll get you entered again. I know that For whatever reason, not sure why, it was giving a couple of people some issues, but they did get in touch with me and we did get them in the running. Other than that, like I said, kind of testing out casting to the Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook page rather than the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, just to see if that's something that people can find a little easier. Until the next time, stay safe, stay warm, get out there and dig if you're lucky enough to be able to. Post up those photos. You know how we love to see them. Thanks to everyone for dropping in. If you want to get yourself in the running for the Copper Mag, go back, find the video, leave the comment, and you're in. It's that easy.
We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.